Indiana Governor Mike Braun gave his second State of the State address this evening, and in it, he touted some of his administration's biggest accomplishments last year as well. He's talking about what he wants to achieve in this year, 2026.
Fox 59 State House reporter Hannah Adamson is live at the State House tonight with highlights from this year's address and the response tonight from lawmakers on both sides of the aisle. Hannah, good evening.
Good evening. This year's State of the State really focused on affordability. And while Governor Mike Braun says his administration has made strides in terms of making school choice universal, cutting back on government spending, and tackling overall issues of affordability, he says more creative, out-of-the-box solutions are needed to really go after those kitchen table issues that Hoosiers face every day.
The state of our state is strong.
In his second State of the State address, Governor Mike Braun began by touting Indiana's economic growth during his first year in office.
Average hourly earnings for Hoosiers rose over 4% last year, and wages in Indiana are growing faster than the national average.
The governor emphasizing his signature property tax plan turned law last year, a law the governor says will address one of the major drivers of the affordability crisis.
Our historic tax cut on property taxes, $1.5 billion over 3 years.
Looking ahead, Governor Braun says affordability is his highest priority, highlighting both his support for Republican-led bills tackling medical debt and his reorganization of the state agency in charge of overseeing utilities.
Let's talk about data centers. Hoosiers are concerned about their electricity rates going up to pay for them. Companies that want big power in Indiana should pay their own wage. If other companies will follow this model, we'll lead the country in the AI race, and Hoosiers' electric rates won't go up, they'll go down.
This comes as Indiana made significant cuts to child care vouchers. Governor Braun says he wants to see a program in place where businesses help grow their own child care programs.
That's why I look forward to digging in during the budget session to see what we can do to invest in lowering child care costs.
Democrats say struggling parents and child care centers cannot afford to wait until the next budget session in 2027 to address the child care crisis.
There is no workforce without child care. Any government that asks families to do more with less while doing politics with more has failed.
If State House Republicans if they really wanted to lower costs, they would have already done that by now. They've been in charge for the past 20 years.
Notably absent from the governor's speech, the state's 6-month-long redistricting debate. Braun had previously said he would support efforts to oust lawmakers who voted against the redistricting bill, including Senate President Pro Tem Rod Bray. Republican leaders say they look forward to tackling issues of affordability this session alongside the Braun administration.
There's lots of hard things that happen in this place, and we are going to continue to come to work and do good work for Hoosiers, and I look forward to working with the governor for that.
It's great to have him kind of outline the accomplishments that have taken place. And then highlight some things that we can do this year to build on everything that I think the foundation that we set.
Governor Braun also briefly mentioned plans to try to bring the Chicago Bears to Indiana, although he remained pretty mum on the details. Indiana House Republicans say they anticipate talks to try to get the franchise to the Hoosier State will take place later this year. Reporting live from the Indiana State House, Hannah Adamson, Fox 59 News.